Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Zoe and I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks to start achieving your healthy lifestyle goals and help motivate you to start becoming your best self. The first thing I want to say is you need to commit to yourself. I am guilty of this, just like I know a lot of other people are, but how many times do you find yourself just scrolling away on TikTok, scrolling away on Pinterest, YouTube, and seeing other people living your dreams and living the lifestyle that you want to have? The first step to actually, motivating yourself to achieve your goals and start seeing changes is to commit to yourself and stop living through your screen. I have my favorite YouTubers and TikTokers and I love Pinterest. I've planned my whole life on there, but there came a point last month where I decided that I want to actually see these changes. I don't want to keep having a dream life board or keep watching my favorite YouTuber do all the things I want to do. I wanted to do them myself. And so I started committing to myself and I have felt so much better and seen so many improvements in a short amount of time just by actually choosing to do all of the things I keep saying I'm going to do and stop living in my phone and in social media. I feel like it's so important to kind of focus on who you want to be and not just what social media is telling you to be. There's nothing wrong with striving to be that girl, but I definitely think that when you're becoming that girl, you need to think about who you want to be, not who that girl is to your favorite influencer or to all the other people on social media. You might be a student, you might be a nurse, you have a different personality and identity than everyone on earth. So think about who your that girl is. Don't think about who anyone else's is. Think about who you want to be and what you genuinely want to achieve, and that's how you're going to figure out which goals you are going to build. So I have all my tips written down in my notebook because I'm a notebook girly and I love making lists. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is implement habits slowly. You can just start with 4 things or 3 things or 2 things or 1 thing. So pick the things that you think are really going to help you and things that you think are going to be easy, and for just 1 week, start with those things. So when I came home from school, I had a lot of time because college ends at the beginning of May and I wasn't working until June. So I had a whole month to myself to work on myself. And the first week that I had free, I was like, okay, I'm going to commit to myself, but I'm going to commit to myself slowly because every other time that I've tried to just reinvent my life at 3 a.m., it has not worked. So I said that I was going to start reading more and working out more. So those are the 2 things I started with, and just by starting with those things for 1 week, they are now ingrained in my routine and they've just become non-negotiables in my life. When you are implementing habits and changes, you want to do it slowly and introduce them every few days or every couple weeks. You don't want to just kind of rush at everything and be like, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow and I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm gonna drink all this water. No, you need to kind of start slowly and gradually build, because once you have that foundation of your core things you do every day, you're gonna feel so much better and you're gonna be like, wow, I'm actually accomplishing things. And it's gonna be so much easier to say, well, now that I'm drinking more water and working out and waking up earlier, now I want to actually, maybe learn to cook some healthy meals. If you do everything at once, you're gonna feel super overwhelmed. So implement habits slowly and it will help you see changes in the long run. The next thing on my list is working out. I'm gonna talk about just working out and the things I found that have helped me commit to myself and see results. The main thing I want to say is to focus on how you feel and not what the scale is saying. That just makes you feel defeated because you're not going to see those changes right away. Recently, I decided to focus on more how I feel, and let me tell you, that has changed my mindset so much. I came home from school and I started working out, and it's been a month now, and I could just feel better. I feel stronger when I'm doing my workout videos. Sometimes I was doing the low impact version and it's been a few weeks, and now I'm doing the normal version. I've just been focusing on how I feel, how my clothes fit. I work out at home. I don't go to the gym because I'm a little bit shy from the gym, and going to the gym might not always be feasible for everybody. So I work out at home, and I feel working out at home is a great way to get started. I started by finding simple videos, and my favorite YouTubers that I would recommend are Grow with Joe, MadFit, and Chloe Ting. I have found that their videos are so fun and helpful, and I really enjoy them and feel good when I do them. Start by finding simple videos catered to what you want. I want to do cardio and kind of tone up. So what I normally do is I do a Grow with Joe cardio video. She has dance videos, walking workouts, all kinds of stuff. Then I do a ab video or core video from MadFit. There's so much stuff on YouTube. You can find Pilates, you can find dance workouts, you can find Tabata and HIIT. I've done some of those. Find the videos that you want and then just pick a time to start. I'm working out in the daytime. I would wake up, I would do some of my routine, and then I would work out in the morning. That way I could take my shower and get ready for the rest of my day. Just pick a time during the day that you think will work and start with your videos. So you want to like set small goals that will help you stay consistent. So when I first came home from school, my goal was to do a Chloe Ting 2-week challenge just to kind of get back into working out and kind of have a set structure of what I'm going to do each day. And I would say that really helped me, because after holding myself accountable to do the challenge for 2 weeks, then after those 2 weeks, it was like part of me to just work out. And then I started finding my own videos, and now I just kind of do whatever I want. Having the structure of the challenge and kind of following her guide really helped me to motivate me to implement working out into my day. So you just want to take it slow and be consistent and focus on how much better you're feeling, how much more like stronger you're feeling, and just happier you're feeling from working out, and not so much as focusing on like what you look like right away and what the scale says. So my next tip is to use a planner or Notion or some sort of like life organizer to organize your day and all the stuff you want to do. I am a very organized girly. I love making lists, like I mentioned before. So I have a physical planner, but I also have a Notion account. Let me know if you want a video about Notion, because I love Notion so much. And I also have another app called Structured that I use to structure out my day. You want to have some way to kind of plan out your day and what you're doing. You're trying to become your best self, and you want to like achieve goals, and you have a certain amount of hours every day, so you want to make sure that you're using your time wisely and kind of staying on track. My planner just has like tabs for every single month, and within each month it has each day. So I write down a list of all the stuff that I want to do each day. I either write this down the night before or the day of, and I just put things down that I want to achieve that day so that I can check them off the list and make sure I'm staying on track. One tip I have for you to make yourself feel really good is to write down non-negotiable things in your day that you just know you're gonna do, so you can check them off and make your brain feel like you're accomplishing things. Sometimes on my list I will write like make my bed, take a shower, drink water, because those are things I know I'm gonna do. So if I have larger tasks in there like do paperwork or clean up my closet, it's like I'm not just sitting there staring at the thing I'm not accomplishing yet, or the bigger thing that's taking longer. I like already have checked off, oh, I took my shower, oh, I made my bed. So your brain feels like I've been accomplishing things on my list. Every day does not have to be like you reinventing yourself. Like you don't have to do every single thing you want to do every day. But when you do have a day where you're trying to be more productive, or just a regular day where you're trying to implement habits, it's nice to have it written down. That way you can remember what you want to do. So definitely use a planner, or use an online planner or Notion or your notes app. Just anywhere where you can write a list out of what you want to accomplish so you can stay on task. Moving on, the next thing I have is decluttering. It might not seem that important, but your space and where you are is so important. And decluttering has made me feel so good, because when I came home from school and I unpacked my dorm, I had so many things that I was bringing home. I don't even know how I accumulated all those things, but I did. And then I came home and I have all these things at home, and so I was just feeling so cluttered, and I have too much stuff, and I was holding on to some stuff I did not need to hold on to. A few weeks ago I went through my makeup drawer and I felt so good just kind of decluttering that makeup drawer. So my advice for decluttering is to break down all of the spots like in your room or your house, so that you're not feeling like you have like one huge task. When I was dealing with my desk, I have like these 3 drawers at my desk, so I decided that one day I was gonna sit and declutter the makeup drawer. That was it. And I committed to that one spot, and I felt so good, because rather than feeling like I have to clean my whole desk, this is going to take so long, I'm so overwhelmed, I just said, today I'm going to clean one spot. And I cleaned that one spot, and I felt so accomplished. So I would suggest kind of breaking everything down into categories and committing like one day to each spot, and it will feel so good. The same goes for clothes. I made a list kind of deciding like between pajamas, shirts, pants, like all that, and it helped me so much. Rather than just saying I'm gonna go through my whole closet, I just went through my pajamas, and I was like, I don't wear these anymore, these are old, and I got rid of them. Rather than just like kind of going through everything at once, decluttering just a few spots at a time, or one spot at a time, will make you feel so much better, and it'll make you feel so accomplished because you committed to one task and you got it done. My next tip is what I call multitasking, and basically this is just my way of like maximizing your time. I feel like it could feel like you don't have enough time in the day to do everything that you want to do, and so I've noticed that like multitasking certain things has made me feel like I just have more time to do what I want. Not that I'm like always trying to think of what else could I be doing, but like if I'm sitting and like watching a show, or like I'm like working out, I'm like, well, what else could I be doing right now? So I started like watching a show while I'm working out. That way I'm killing two birds with one stone. And if I have a lot of things to do and later on I'm like, oh my gosh, I spent so much time doing stuff, I didn't have time to watch my show. Like, no, like when I was working out, I watched my show. Like I still had that like little fun entertainment. Or like when I'm doing a face mask or painting my nails, like I'm making sure to listen to a podcast or just like multitasking so that I'm getting more things done at once. My next tip is gonna sound like it's so like basic, but trust me, it's really helpful, and this is setting reminders in your phone. I feel like setting reminders in your phone helps you because you don't have to like store up everything in your head about like, I wanna do this and that. Like if there's things you wanna do like every other day or once a week, set a reminder in your phone for a certain time where you know it's going to be like around the time where you're going to do that, and it will help you so much. One thing I've set a reminder in my phone for is journaling. At 7:30 every day, my phone says to journal. And you know, sometimes I journal in the morning, sometimes I journal in the afternoon, but sometimes the whole day has gone by. I haven't thought about journaling, but at 7:30 I remind myself to journal. And maybe I won't journal till like 8, but like my phone reminded me that I need to do this, and it just helps me to remember it. Another reminder I have is Monday, Wednesday, Friday to oil my hair because I want to oil my hair every other day. So it goes off at a certain time at night and I'm like, oh, it's time to oil my hair. And like sometimes you generally forget the things you want to do, but when you set a reminder in your phone, you're gonna remember. Tip number 8 is to prioritize relaxation and fun. When you are trying to build your dream life or achieve like your dream goals, you might start forgetting about like having fun, and you might just be so focused on like changing and reinventing yourself. But remember to live life because that is what you are here for. So make sure that you are texting your friends, hanging out with your family, watching some like fun shows, you know, not always doing something that has to do with changing your life, but also relaxing and having a good time and remembering to just pay attention to the small things. Sometimes you don't need to worry about working on yourself. Like sometimes you might just want to like just sit down and eat ice cream, you know, like prioritize relaxing and having fun. You have to make sure you're having fun because you're trying to become your best self so that you can feel good, not so that you're like working. It's not like it's like, oh my gosh, I have to reinvent myself and I'm on a time limit. Like you have your whole life to live and become the person you want to become, so why not have fun along the way? My next tip is to start building routines in your life. It doesn't have to be like super rigid and like you write out like each hour of what you're gonna do, but start just kind of building routines and stuff that you do every day. Recently I've built a night routine and it has made me feel so good, and it's really not that long. It's little things that I do every evening that I know I'm going to do before bed. Same thing with the morning. Pick some like non-negotiables for your nighttime and your morning time that you're going to do, and make sure that you're doing them every day and taking care of yourself. So these were all of my, you know, tips and tricks and healthy girl habits that I've been doing to kind of make my life better, and I have definitely seen changes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you were able to find something helpful and useful. Comment down below your favorite healthy girl habits and healthy habits that you have tried, and if you try any of the things I have said, let me know if they helped you. I will see you guys next week. Bye!